Thank you, members of council, for your attention to my virtual delegation today. Our association represents more than 300 members, and our industry contributes more than 20,000 jobs, generating $1.3 billion in annual wages. The West End Home Builders Association has been a key partner to the City of Hamilton as city builders, and we are excited for the future growth of our city. Hamilton is a great place to live. With 3 colleges and universities, international talent from all over the world is choosing to make Hamilton home. The ability of our city to attract people and jobs is a success story that we should all be proud of. However, this growth has also presented Hamilton with challenges. One such challenge is that we haven't built enough housing to keep up with our population growth, and people, especially those with children, are beginning to choose elsewhere when they could have chosen Hamilton. Between 2015 and 2020, Hamilton lost between 13,000 and 15,000 people to surrounding communities due to a lack of housing. Through our official plan, we must find ways to make it easier to build all types of housing to address this housing crisis and encourage people to choose Hamilton. While our organization had supported an urban boundary expansion and significantly increased intensification as a balanced approach put forward by Hamilton's professional planning staff, we recognize that council has made a decision to proceed with an even higher rate of intensification. As such, our deputation today focuses solely on how Hamilton can make the best of this opportunity to rethink Hamilton's entire planning framework to facilitate higher levels of intensification. I'll start with zoning. We HBA is supportive of the initial steps towards eliminating exclusionary zoning. As the new residential zoning bylaw comes forward, we look forward to continued engagement to enable more housing options in neighborhoods. We'd also like to provide a high-level overview of our recommendations on the official plan policies. Our association is supportive of the changes to enable higher densities both within the downtown and throughout the entire built-up area. We strongly encourage the city to support transit-oriented communities. We believe the best way to do this is to eliminate parking requirements, as this incentivizes car use and builds the cost of car storage into the cost of a home. We wish to encourage the city to be bold in its approach and consider a full removal of minimum parking requirements. Within Hamilton's neighborhoods, it's important to encourage all types of residential housing. Outlining these permissions in the official plan is key to ending exclusionary zoning. Existing neighborhoods should be targeted for incremental growth and change over the coming decades. We HBA is supportive of the change towards as-of-right medium density, but we do have significant concerns with the prescriptive language being applied. We appreciate city staff taking the opportunity to align mid-rise height limits to align with the upcoming building code changes, allowing for tall wood buildings up to 12 stories. We wish to caution the city on their use of angular planes being set out in the official plan, as they would have significant drawbacks for energy efficiency due to thermal bridging and create very complex and expensive building structures. Other jurisdictions are actually moving away from this counterproductive policy. Furthermore, all policies outlined in the subsection will make it very difficult to achieve anything over 6 stories when working together, therefore limiting intensification potential. This does not represent an as-of-right planning framework to facilitate intensification. It may have the appearance as such, but virtually all applications will still be required to go through the full process. Similar to WHB's concerns with policy E358, we strongly support additional height allowances, but feel the prescriptiveness of the policy will make higher levels of intensification on sites that might otherwise have been suitable candidates difficult to achieve without an official plan amendment. This 30-story height cap. We cannot support this change to the official plan. We HBA believes that this is a planning by negotiation approach rather than appropriately planning for growth. This policy runs contrary to the city's stated goals of intensification. There are already proposed developments seeking planning heights greater than the escarpment limit throughout the city. This is an overly prescriptive approach and limits intensification potential within Hamilton. We HBA echoes our earlier concerns about the use of angular planes, stepbacks, and other requirements limiting as-of-right potential for growth. Furthermore, we have concerns about the requirement for multiple land uses being required on a high-density site. The West End Home Builders Association would be pleased to partner with the City of Hamilton on their ongoing monitoring of the official plan policies. It should be recognized that Bill 109 and the More Homes for Everyone plan includes a much stronger focus on consistent data standards across Ontario and monitoring to ensure that better data underpins housing and planning decisions. In conclusion, the policy you approve today governs how Hamilton's housing system functions. Having in place permissive, flexible, and predictable planning policies with a vision towards the future will serve Hamilton well. Housing affordability and home prices are driven by many factors, but they are significantly impacted by the available supply and approval timelines for new construction. We need to keep units moving through the planning and production system. Streamlining the addition of new housing supply in Hamilton across the entire income spectrum eases pressure on housing affordability. Staff have put forward to you today an important guiding document for growth. It is important to recognize that while some further tweaks should be made, the improvement towards more flexibility to facilitate intensification is positive. WHBA strongly supports a more permissive approach to planning with as-of-right zoning for intensification projects, as we absolutely need more room to grow. Thank you.